Lerenbox, helping you achieve.
Alright guys, so let's get started. Get your idea funded this year with business grants. So I really want to thank my team at Lerenbox. In case you are looking for the spelling, this is the spelling.com. Alright, Lerenbox.com. This team has been very amazing. They're the ones behind what we are doing right now. So thank you guys. I love you. So I want us to fully delve into core parts of getting your business funded. But I would like to let you know that nowadays we have different kind of funding now. Apart from loans and even grants, there are more ways to, even more innovative ways to even get your business funded. We have equity financing now, which is also not new, but it's still growing very, very much. Then we also have crowdfunding, yeah, where people contribute to your businesses in small amounts. Then we also have growing concern around venture debt. That is also a very great gray area that has not been really explored. Venture debt. So the essence of this story is not to venture into so many of those types of grant funding. I mean, so many of those kind of business funding, but majorly on business grants. All right. So I would like to talk about the core parts of getting grants for your business. Number one, your idea has to be fundable. Your idea has to be fundable. In other words, you must make sure your idea is something anyone would like to put money into. All right, even if it's a maybe even it's an NGO or a social enterprise or whatever it might be. Make sure your idea is something anybody would like to put money into. Then the second thing is your idea. You have to be able to have the right network. You can't be hanging out with taxi drivers when you want to actually get an antelope. It doesn't just work. You have to hang out with hunters, right? So the same thing applies to um, uh, getting grants for your business. You have to make sure that you have the right network of people that you roll out with. They may even send you grant links through emails, SMS, WhatsApp. I've gotten so many grants just by simply a simple SMS, WhatsApp messages. Yeah, it works. So the same thing applies to you too. Follow the right gang. All right, yeah, follow the right gang. So the next one is creative writing. In fact, this is an art more than a science, and we'll be delving deeper into that maybe on the long run. Yeah, creative writing. How to make sure that you are able to write your proposal or your grant application in a way that appeals to the grant organization. Remember, you are actually pitching your idea, so you must be very creative in writing. Yeah. Then facts and figures. These guys are twins, and they are one of the best I've ever seen in my life. Because for you to actually create a compelling business case, you must include facts, and not just facts. You must be good at figures. In fact, that cannot be overemphasized. So then the next thing is team. As many of these grant organizations would always ask you, who are your team members? The reason why they're asking is because execution is key. Beyond your product, beyond your market size or the opportunity you're offering, you must have a very great thing backing up whatever you do. It's part of the rules. Let me use that. It's part of the rules in assessing the potential of your business or your business case. Then it has to also be tech driven. I'm not trying to say that you should enter into technology business technically, but I'm trying to let you know that this is a modern world and you must be able to find parts of your business that technology can easily optimize, maybe to lower costs or to accelerate growth or to make your business more scalable or more efficient. So make sure that there are areas of the business that technology can actually optimize. Yeah. All right, guys. So I would like to start with defining what a business grant is. It's very important for you to know what a grant is. Of course, maybe many of you watching this video might have known what a business grant is, but I still want to assume that there are certain people watching or hearing about business grant for the first time. And number one thing you must realize about a business grant is that it is non-refundable capital. That is, it's not a capital that you have to make back your money, then instead you pay the loan. No, it's not a loan, so it's not something you return. It's not something you return. You don't return business grant. It's a grant. It's free will. But the business grant is not free. That is where we get into issues or debate. It's not free because anybody giving you a grant is expecting a certain result in return. It's not asking you to bring back the money, quite all right, but it's expecting you to possibly promote a philosophy or to maybe increase job creation or something. He's expecting you to use that grant to do something that he believes in and has motivated him to give you the grant. So it's not actually free, it's for you to do something. So don't use grant to go and buy cars or build houses or go on vacation to Miami. No, or to whatever place you want to go to. No, that's not the essence of business grants. Business grants is given to you to implement that idea you pitched to the organization, and they, if you believed that that idea can actually transform the world. So business grant is not free. And another thing you need to know about business grant is that it can be given to NGOs. NGOs, that's non-governmental organizations. It can be given to for-profit organizations, for-profit organizations, and it can also be given to social enterprises. These are the broad categories, all right? So NGOs can have access to grants. For profit organization that you are running your business for profit, yeah, you can also access grants. Maybe you are running a social enterprise, you can also have access to grants. Personally, I have access to dozens of grants in the past 4 years. Some of them I might actually share on this platform, in this video tutorial. Some of them I'll just have to keep private because this is a public network. All right. So, number one, business grants, you don't repay them. Number two, they are not actually free because the organization giving it to you is expecting you to execute one idea or promote a philosophy or do something about what you said you can do. Then number three, it can be given to NGOs, it can be given to private businesses, and it can be given to social enterprises. Alright guys, I want you to know that there are both local and international organizations that are willing, yeah, really willing to give grants to you, so long your idea is actually something they would love to see and it's fundable by them. So number one of such kinds of organizations are foundations and NGOs. Yeah, like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Lerenbox Foundation, Dr. Rockefeller Foundation. There's so many of them that keep setting up budgets to give free money to entrepreneurs that are coming up with beautiful solutions to solve pressing problems across the world. Then we have it's government initiative. Yeah, government. You wonder this can be highly politicized and all of that. Yeah, some of them might be, but I've actually won quite a couple of government grants. Yeah, and it was free and fair. All right, even within our country. Yeah, it was free and fair. Like for instance, I'm also a beneficiary of the ASO Villa Demo Day organized by the federal government, and it was a very fair process. So we have government also giving grants. Then we also have individual initiatives. Individuals, yeah, there are a lot of individuals now in Nigeria that are trying to encourage entrepreneurs or try to encourage a kind of philosophy. So if you are promoting that kind of thing they really want, they can also fund your business for free, right? So long you keep doing what you said you would do or you're doing it currently. Then we also have corporate organizations also offering grants, such as banks. Yeah, such as banks. I have a friend that have been funded by Junior Bank for free, maybe under their CSR initiatives and all of that. Yeah. So the CSR, in case you don't know what I mean by CSR, it means corporate social responsibility. Responsibility. Yeah. So that is CSR. So under the CSR, they give grants to majorly social enterprises and NGOs to promote a particular initiative. All right. So now there's this thing that is actually taking up the space also. Personally, I term it, look at it, next gen hunting. It's now very, very popular where big organizations, I don't want to mention names because all the names coming to my mind now are actually organizations that are doing them, but they really don't come out that way, but that's actually what they're doing. So let's look at Dangote for instance. Dangote may set up a 30 billion naira fund to actually invest in startups in FMCG space or startups in let's say that are disrupting distribution and retailing. All right. So that fund is not, it's not that it just wants to give free money. It's looking out for ideas that may one day, possibly if it doesn't collaborate with today, may just unseat him. Yeah. So we have funds like that. Google does it a lot. Facebook is doing it. They may even acquire you. So there are a lot of ways by which all these big companies now are actually setting up funds just to uh, just to be in search for the next great idea that might disrupt the industry they are already big players in. So these are ways by which these are various mechanisms by which you can get grants for your business.